kids, it's time for books. So call out to Mum or Dad and let's rock and read. Today I'll be reading you a letter to Santa. And this is how it goes. A letter to Santa. It was Christmas Eve and Jenny and her little brother James were writing a letter to Santa. Wriggling and giggling, they drew silly pictures of Rudolph and listed the presents they hoped the Santa would bring them. Jenny put the letter in an envelope and left it near a glass of milk and a plate of cookies. Santa will be sure to find it when he arrives, she said. Good idea, said James, sneakily munching on one of the cookies. I'll read the note. Dear Santa, I have been very good this year. James hasn't been quite as good as me, but he hopes he's still on your nice list. I'd like a new pair of ice skates, please, and James would like a sledge. Here's a picture of Rudolph, and here's a picture of you. My picture is better than James because he's only 5. Lots of love from Jenny and James. I can't wait for Santa to get here, said James, as he and Jenny went upstairs to bed. Soon all was quiet in the little house. Downstairs, Mouse scurried out of his hole and onto the table. He began nibbling on a yummy cookie when he spotted the letter. Someone's left an old envelope here, squeaked Mouse. If I tear it up, it'll make a warm, cozy blanket for my bed. Uh-oh. He carried the envelope back to the hole and squished it through the doorway. Later that night, there was a rumble and a bump. Santa Claus had tumbled down the chimney with his big sack of presents. Ho, 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 said Santa as he got to his feet. He looked around the room for a letter from Jenny and James, but he couldn't see it anywhere. All he saw were a trail of cookie crumbs. That's strange, said Santa, following the trail to the mouse hole. Santa peeped inside. There I could see a mouse lying in a bed made from old pencils and crayons. Beside it was a set of matchbox drawers and a cotton rail table. There were even tiny Christmas decorations hanging all along the wall. Oh no! Squeaked Mouse. I didn't know there was a letter in the envelope. Oh, sorry. Mouse gave a long yawn. Who's there? He asked sleepily. Ho, 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 it's Santa Claus, said Santa, chuckling. I'm looking for a very important letter from James and Jenny. Have you seen one? Sorry about that. Oh no, squeaked Mouse. I didn't know there was a letter in the envelope, so I tore it up to make a blanket. James and Jenny will be really upset. Don't worry, said Santa. You can help me think of a present that I would like instead. Mouse smiled shyly and thought really hard. Well, said Mouse, they both love to play outside in the snow. I think James would like a sledge to zoom down the snowy hills on snowy hills on. Jenny would love to whiz around the frozen lake on ice skates too. Can you see the thing in the background? Santa's sleigh. Santa reached into his sack. I have just the thing, he laughed. He pulled out 2 golden presents and put them under the tree. Mouse watched excitedly. I hope they like it. He squeaked. I think they'll love them, said Santa, waving goodbye. There's a few special presents for me under the tree too. Thanks for all your help, Mouse. Mouse waved back at Santa. Until with a whoosh, Santa disappeared back up the chimney. Mouse yawned and stretched. He was very tired now and was ready to go back to sleep. He scampered back to his mouse hole and tucked himself back into bed. Finally, Christmas morning came. Mouse was woken by squeals of delight as Jenny and James tore a paper off their Christmas presents. Look, Jenny, said James, there are 2 golden presents. Jenny and James opened them excitedly. Jenny got a pair of beautiful ice skates. Wow, I've got a sledge, said James. Let's go and play with them now. James and Jenny wrapped up warm and ran outside into the bright white snow. James whooshed down the hill on his sledge, climbed back up to the top and whooshed down again. "This is the best Christmas ever!" shouted Jenny as she glided elegantly across the ice, spinning every so often. Mouse was so happy that Jenny and James liked their presents. He was scuttling back to his hole when out of the corner of his eye he spotted a small present in an even smaller envelope under the tree. When he got closer, Mouse saw that the letter had his name on. "It's for me!" he squeaked. Back in his hole, Mouse opened the beautifully wrapped gift and found a warm, snuggly patchwork blanket inside. "Wow, this blanket looks so comfy," he said. Mouse opened the letter and read it aloud. "Dear Mouse, thank you for being so kind helping me find presents for James and Jenny. One good turn deserves another. So here's a nice comfy blanket to keep you warm all winter long. Merry Christmas, from Santa." That night, Mouse snuggled underneath his new blanket and began to fall asleep. He'd had so much fun helping Santa and choosing presents for Jenny and James. This is the best Christmas he'd ever had. And that was A Letter to Santa. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye!